Hey YouTube, hey YouTube, hey YouTube. I was just sitting there. I'm sorry, excuse me about that. But I'm gonna give y'all the story on how I met Izzy Ism John. And how his baby mom was able to set my porch on fire. Okay, it started 2016. Mind you, I had just lost my aunt 15, and then I turned around and lost my grandma 16, and I was going through the breakup with the guy that was incarcerated at the time. So, I was study winging myself off of him because I knew once it was enough what I went through with him, as far as him being incarcerated and home, and, how he was, not treating me good, how I supposed to be treated. And, okay, so the months went by, and it's gonna get juicy. I might not get all the, but I'm gonna try my best because I was with this guy for 2 years. Um, 16, we really broke up last summer. He had the ism got locked up. Okay, so I meet him. We had mutual friends in contact. He's from West Philly, Philadelphia. I'm from West Philly. I moved up Southwest, but I always, come back. And I seen him before. We had mutual friends in contact, guys, remind you. And I seen him before. And what had happened, I was like, how you see somebody and you be like, oh, he look familiar, you know? And when he was sitting there, I know he was sitting there. So basically, I sent him friend request. So this was my last friend request I was going to send him because he changed pages like no other. So I mean, yeah. So this was gonna be my last friend request I sent him. I said to myself, I'm not sending him no friend request. And um, it was his birthday, which was November, I believe, around the 7th, 2016. And when you around different areas of the city, you see different things. So I'm thinking like, I was playing when I sent him an invite happy birthday. It was a joke, guys. Yeah, it was really a joke. Okay. And the joke got serious. The joke got serious. So make a long story short, we exchanged numbers or whatever. We is talking, and we was talking, he working and stuff like that. And he never said he had a girlfriend or baby. Well, I wasn't thinking about a baby mom, but he never said, well, yeah, I got a baby mom or whatever. So we talked on for like a month. It felt like a month, and we talking, and we busting it up, and we laughing and joking and all that. So my cycle was on. It came on, and I was supposed to tell him it went on, but I never got a chance. It slipped out. Okay, that my cycle went off, whatever. So once it slipped out, it was going down. So make a long story short, he comes over, we chill, and he leaves. So I'm like, I'm acting weird. Like it ain't like I just met you. It ain't like we just was talking. We talked, and I felt something, but I didn't brush it under the rug. But the attention I should have paid close attention to, but it was like something wrong. Okay, we females. If you're a man, you're a man. So alright. So after that, um, well, he think he read. I was texting him, but it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Because it shouldn't be because you didn't never. He never told me he had a girl baby mom. First and foremost, so I can't foresee that. But I know one day I can't say I was sleeping in my house. Oh, excuse me, guys. I was asleep one day and I had my Bluetooth on. I think I listened to music and the Bluetooth was still on. I fell asleep. And the only thing I remember waking up to was, and I sometimes I do snore. It depends on how I'm sleeping. So I wakes up to some girl on the phone on the speaker, and I'm like, huh, okay, or whatever. So she kept calling me. She called girlfriends and she called. That's how she got involved herself, guys. So she kept calling and calling and calling. I'm like, damn, she is really calling here. He wasn't even here at the time. So my cousin was like, let me call. I said, no, because I wasn't trying to get into, you know what I'm saying, all that. And plus, she didn't even know. She wanted to know what was going on, but, it was basically the girl. I don't know, but make a long story short. So that was the first part. The second part was her calling my phone. Um, she kept just calling my phone, guys, calling and calling. It got to the point I didn't set my voicemail up, and she called. She set up my voicemail talking about my son. She know what school my son go to. She left a message on my voicemail talking about I'm sucking D and all this stuff. So I'm like, oh wow. It's like she was just bullying somebody, and she's short, but she was bullying me over this guy that really didn't mount her nothing, mount me nothing. She said she was going. It's so many texts on texts on texts from her calling. So what she would do is text me while I hear around and think I'm gonna text her back like, yeah, the girl calling. The son was in the. Oh my God, guys, it was real bad for a grown woman to be doing this over a man. But check, she was the side piece, guys, and she was the side piece. He was cheating on his baby mom with her, and she met him. She was already, well, her baby father. I know. I just kept saying, I know this boo. I know the baby father. I know him, but I know him. I know him, y'all. I know him. He passed away. Rest his soul. He passed away. I know the guy. Guys, this is crazy, okay? I know the baby father. He used to hang with the boy I grew up with. We call these we family. We come from a small neighborhood and we family. He and I used to see that was his best friend. There used to be a couple of them from 40th Street, the townhouses out in West Philly. Time Bomb Stan, and there was a couple more of them. But Time Bomb and Stan will always hang together. Be Time Bomb, Stan, and Run. Guys, this is crazy. So, I know the baby father. This girl is a attention seeker. She supposed to have been pregnant. She didn't know who the baby father was, so she blamed both guys. Now, mind you, they know each other. He thought he seen her as a trick, which she was, and she was sucking my. She would have oral sex with some guy. Back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying? That's three in the same neighborhood. And then she was in the crack house doing it, guys. So this is her background. This is her background. And everybody that I know said negative about her. Like my girlfriend June, she was saying